What is up, listeners? Before we get into today's episode, make sure you go and check out alphastateapparel.com.au. I've worked with Alpha State Apparel basically from day one because it's my brother and his partner. Now, guys, they have released a singlet. They did it a few months back, and it's actually almost sold out. They released their original line a few months back before that, and that's almost sold out. They've almost sold out of all of their stock. So what I want to do is sell out the last bit that is available in their store. Guys, I get no kickback from this. I am just supporting local entrepreneurs. And the threads are cool, man. The shirt's cool. The t-shirt's cool. The singlet is amazing. I use it to work out. Make sure you go check them out and go buy some of their shit. Episode 74 of the Fit Pro Podcast. Welcome back to the Fit Pro Podcast. I'm your host, Marvin Fez, and today is episode 74. We are going to talk about how to maintain your willpower in the face of adversity. Not just how to maintain your willpower. But how good was episode 73, guys, with Jordan Syatt? I will leave a link in the show notes below, and make sure you check it out. Follow him on Instagram. His Instagram's crazy. It actually gets updated more than anybody else I know, but it's just with valuable content. So check that out. Check out the episode. Have a listen. He's one of the best guests I have had on, period. Now, today's episode, we're going to talk about how to maintain your willpower. How to maintain your willpower and stay set on your goals. Now, a lot goes into achieving your goals, and it isn't just enough wanting to achieve your goal. When you're busy, tired, or distracted, you will feel overwhelmed and won't want to or feel like you have the energy to stay focused and achieve your goals. This happens to me all the time, and I have to keep myself in check. Have that willpower to stay on track. I keep notes. Okay, you got to keep notes on everything you do. Okay, you got to take what causes you to fall behind, how you are feeling, and anything that is relevant towards your goal. You will get amazing insights when you are the most productive and what circumstances cause you to be the most productive, so you can copy that state day by day. That's what happens when you take notes. You can basically figure out when you're the most productive and what needs to happen for you to be in that state. Now, I do this all the time. Now, the second tip is consistency is key. Obviously, establishing a routine, and you just got to stick to it daily. Whether your goal is to get fitter, figure out a time that you're most productive by doing the notes before, and stick to that time. Whether it be in the morning, during work, like lunchtime, or after work, go to the gym, get it done. Do that consistently, day in, day out. Set a schedule. All right, I'm going to work out 3 days a week. Or if you're podcasting, I'm going to podcast twice a week. Or if you're working on an online business, I'm going to spend 2 hours a day, 2 hours a night on it from 8 till 10. That's what all I'm doing every day. Establish a routine and stick to it. And it's primal, guys. I do this with my dog. I do this with Barry, the Great Dane. When everything goes to routine, when we don't stay up too late, or when we're about to go to bed, take him outside, he go and does his business, he come in and he'll fall straight asleep. That's because we've set a routine in place that is consistent and he can keep up with. This is what you got to do with your mind to keep that willpower. You got to create that routine. Now, number 3, breaks are important. Yeah, you got to determine your downtime routine. It is as important, if not more important, to determine your downtime routine than it is to determine your productive routine. Set something with boundaries and schedule some downtime. Sometimes we get so busy that we forget to eat, exercise, rest, and socialize. Sometimes that just happens. So, especially when you are so involved in something, you're so addicted to something. If you've got an addictive personality like me, I will not stop until the job is done. So it's very important for me. I need to have the breaks. I need to schedule that social time in. I got to schedule that relationship time in. And it's not like a bad schedule, like, oh, I'll pencil you in. But I just know to recognize, okay, now it's time for a break. All right? You got to think positive. This is number 4. recognize a tip I use is recognize 3 good things that happen during the day, every single day. Doesn't matter how big or small, how early on in your journey you are towards going after your goal. Positive reinforcement will replenish your energy for the next day. So before you go to sleep every day, just recognize 3 good things that happened during the day. Try it, I dare you. 3 good things that happen during the day, and it's positive reinforcement. Number 5, you got to recognize and appreciate the now. If your goal is starting to get you down, it's very important to step back and recognize how far you've actually come, and ask yourself, are you where you want to be? Are you doing what you want? Is it meaningful? When you step back and ask those questions, if the answer is no, you have your answer and motivation to get back on track. Okay? You just got to put things into perspective. When you step outside of your current space and what you're doing, it puts things into perspective and you can refocus on your goals. The big one for me personally is number 6, is building a support system, a support network. If working towards your goal is a solid journey, solitary journey, it can get very lonely, and you can get stuck in like a vacuum, like space. There's no noise around you. Make sure you tell your support system, your friends, your family, your colleagues, people on social media that have the same goals as you. Just tell them what you're up to, so that you can have someone to bounce ideas off. Or if it turns into times of struggle, you have people to share that with. And good news as well. When good news happens or big breakthroughs happen, you have someone to share that with as well. Those are basically the tips I use. So there's 6 of them. Number 1, keep notes. 2, consistency is key. 3, breaks are important. 4, think positive. 5, recognize and appreciate the now. And 6, build a support system. That's a great episode. I'm sorry, I don't need to add any more to that. So if you want to learn more, obviously get on to me on social media. I'm rampant on Twitter. I'm rampant on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. And the show notes will have all the information that I just spoke about. Feel free to use it. Feel free to share it. If you like what you heard on the show, make sure you subscribe on iTunes. There's links below. If you're on an Android device, there's also links below. Subscribe. Make sure you rate the show if you love the show. If you're on iOS, it's very easy. Just click on the album art. It'll rotate. And give me a 5-star review. Leave some comments if you really, really love the show. If you've made it this far, you must love the fucking show. To all the new people that are signing up daily, thank you for listening to the podcast. It means the world to me. And in March, guys, March is coming up. It's looking like it's going to be called March Motivation Madness. That's what the people have spoken. If you don't want it to be that and you want it to be something else, make sure you head to Twitter and check out the Fit Pro Podcast on Twitter, at Fit Pro Podcast. There is a poll on there. You can click whatever you like. Click and vote. Every vote matters. Alright. And that's pretty much it. For those of you that don't know what's going on in March, I'm going to be doing 31 days, 31 episodes. That's every single day you will get content from the Fit Pro Podcast and myself. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be epic. If you want to be part of the epicness, make sure you're subscribed on all the social media and on iTunes and on Android, wherever you are. And I will catch you on the next one. Next one's episode 75. I will speak to you then. Peace.